Guten Abend, good evening, buonasera, buenas noches, konnichiwa, xin chao, ni hao, annyeong, namaste, namusta, salam alaikum, shalom, good avond, dobry wieczór, good kveld, yo estate kibanok, dobry wieczór, and here we go, I am Special Andre, this is part 2 of the ROOTDrewbie vs Europe show match series. Last week we had the time filler match of Drewbie vs Beastie, then the main event of Wytra against Drewbie. This time it is part number 2, he is playing against Dimaga in a best of 5 series. We are here on Terminus Rui and we are playing on the European servers, and on the European servers the account of Drewbie is called the WOC, so don't get confused by this. We have Drewbie here as the Red Terran at the 3 o'clock, and we have Dimaga as the Blue Zerg at the 9 o'clock. So, if you want to check out the results of the previous show matches, the VODs, the replays, everything is in order, is posted on the thread on Team Liquid. The VOD section is even spoiler free, so if you want to check out the other games as well. And a lot of people were saying, okay, this will be a very one-sided game. And to be honest, I'm not too sure about it. He told us last week, Beastie was asking him, what is your best matchup, Drewbie? And he said, oh, my best matchup actually is Terran vs Zerg. And interestingly enough, one day before I casted the Drewbie against Wytra series, I saw Drewbie playing in the NASL, and there he took a 2-1 victory in a best of 3 in the NASL over OGS Senior, and this was quite an interesting game, and I mean, he played really good. So let's just see where this is going from here. Let me just check one thing. Apparently the hotkey is not working to enable the music, so now we have even some in-game music in the background. And let's just jump into this game. We see Dimaga went for a hatchery first. Currently Drewbie is scouting here at the 12 o'clock. Dimaga just scouted Drewbie, so he's aware of what's going on. He sees, okay, there is no add-on just yet. Did he scout for gas in Drewbie's space is now the question, and no, he did not. He was scared away by this complete wall-off, actually, of course making him not able to go in here. And Drewbie is going for the gas/1 barracks expand. Of course, this is something you are able to do without a problem, without a big problem, of course, assuming your opponent is not 8-pooling you. And yep, so Dimaga will not definitely for 100% sure know that Drewbie is going for this 1 barracks super fast expansion build, so but it is fair to assume here in that regard. And let's just see where this is going, because if he would scout at this, he might actually be able to go for a double expand. But he was not doing this, he's just getting his units out. We see the metabolic boost is half a minute done already, so it just takes another 75 seconds from now on. And we see just drones, impure drones being produced by Dimaga. He got 1 set of Zerglings out, those 2 here. And these Zerglings, of course one of them will get taken out by the Marines. Those Zerglings are just there for scouting purpose to see if Drewbie is going to attack or not, and that's why he is now forced to go for some more Zerglings. Let's take a look at the production tab. Oh, but he's not yet doing this. He's continuing still with the drone production, and he's going for the super fast layer. So this is interesting. Layer is halfway finished. Oh no, I was mixing it up with the lava inject actually. So in about 10 seconds it is halfway finished. The layer takes 80 seconds. to finish with a transformation or with a morphing process. And after DrewBie got some of those Marines out, he's got a bunker here, he is going for the reacted Hellions. Most of the time when you see a Terran player going for some sort of reacted Hellion play, it is quite late actually. It is quite fast actually, so getting the reacted Hellions after this one barracks expand is quite a late thing, but it still might be a good thing. So if he will be able to surprise Dimaga with maybe 2 or 4 Hellions here, he might be able to do some damage because there is no Wartron on the field. Dimaga is going for his typical ZVT super fast infester style. Now he's going for the expansion at the second location here as well, and now he's starting with a unit production. We see 18 Zerglings in production. What is DrewBie doing? He is going for 2 more Hellions, of course, with the pathogen glands. Well, microed infestors are a really good unit to have, a good thing to deal with those Hellions, may it be with a blue flame or not, it doesn't really matter in that regard. Now Dimaga knows about those 2 Hellions. DrewBie is having the Medivac here as well, and there we see after those 2 last Hellions got out, he's just switching it up once again and double engineering base. So he wants to go infantry heavy and he wants to go with mass upgrades. Now Dimaga knows about this. Where are his Zerglings right now? He needs to move in with the Zerglings in order to deal with the Hellions. Let's just see where this is going from here. Here are the Zerglings, and Zerglings doing an okay amount of damage. DrewBie picking up 3 of the Hellions. The 4th one will not get picked up. Let's just see. Did he do any damage? And actually he killed 5 for 6 Zerglings. Not that big of a deal. So now he's expanding himself as well. So he does not want to fall behind in terms of macro, in terms of expansions. He's getting his stuff out as well. The stim for him will be finished in the next 35 seconds. Just started with a +1/+1, and there we see more barracks being built. A reactor is getting prepared here by the factory to allow a bigger marine production. And of course the Marines are a good unit to have, just because of the fact that they are cheap, they deal shit tons of damage, and they are easy to produce. On the other hand, infestors. The pathogen glands is finished. He's got those infestors out, and if those infestors are microed well enough, they can take out so much freaking stuff. So I would really like for DrewBie to go for some ghost play, having some cloak ghosts, to go for some preemptive EMPs, snipes, something like this in that regard here, and just use these Marines or the infantry he's going to get for some defensive purposes until he has the rest of his army out, because this main Marine Marauder Medivac play against the Zerg player who's got infestors will just not be successful. So DrewBie dropping once again here at the Hellions, and where are the infestors? Here they come, and immediately taking out the Hellions, taking out this Medivac as well. But yeah, Queen finishing off the Medivac, so this first attack has not been too successful. I mean, 12 minutes into a game, sitting on 3 bases is not that big of a deal. Now we see Dimaga is doing a good job, especially with the 3rd queen, actually with his 4th queen, if I am not mistaken. Yes, he's got 4 queens on the field. With those 4 queens, he's just having 1 queen at the front to just add an additional creep tumor, an additional active creep tumor every 40 seconds. Currently he's sitting on 1, 2, 3 active creep tumors. Very soon we will see a 4th active one, and here we go. And of course, having a good creep spread is a really good thing to have. Force your opponents to scan, slow the progress of your opponent down. Now he's even going for a muzzle turret in case of some burrowed roaches arriving. And we see a mule's being called down once again. And DrewBie is going for another command center, so he will be on 4 bases. What about Dimaga? Is he going to move out to take the center 9 o'clock or not? Currently the supply is pretty much the same, 136, 128, so both guys doing a good job at macroing stuff up now. mTwDimaga is going for the hive, even got some spine crawlers here in the back, just in case Drewbie is going for some drops, and looks like Dimaga might be on the move here pretty soon. The +1/+1 for him just finished right now, but the +2/+2 for Drewbie is halfway done already. Now Drewbie is getting the Ghost Academy. This is of course a good thing to have, and remember now with the recent patch change, the gas cost of Ghost got reduced by 50, the mineral cost got increased by 50, so getting the Ghost out will not be that gas costly anymore. So looks like Drewbie wants to go for another drop here with those 8 Marines from the bottom. What is this? This is a Scouting Marine. Checking for the destructible rocks is always a good thing. You never want your opponent to just get surprised by the Spectre trans attack here, so this Marine is a good thing to have. I would really like for Drewbie to go for a second drop as well here in the main. Maybe now he's doing the scan, he knows about those spine crawlers. Here are 2 spine crawlers, whereas some infestors, the infestors are here at the center, 9 o'clock, and he's still waiting with his medivac, and Dimaga will pretty soon spot this attack. There we see the Marines getting dropped. There is a scan coming up by Drewbie, and Drewbie needs to drop his Marines right now, and there are the Zerglings already streamlining in, and Drewbie needs to get the hell out of there with his medivac, and he just gets out just in time. So if you attack, maybe try to drop here in this area. No, Dimaga's got full vision of it, so yeah, Dimaga is in a good position to just deal with the possible drops. Drewbie not just yet giving up, but we see Dimaga is getting more stuff. He's got 6 Ultralisks in production, the +2/+2, the chitinous plating, and the adrenal glands. In addition to those 6 Ultralisks will be finished pretty soon. But take a look. Currently, Drewbie is the one being finished with the goal to get supply kept here. Scouting Zergling got taken out. Now he's going for some forward scans. He wants to make sure he's not getting attacked right now. He will go for some additional scans, most likely taking out a couple of the creep tumors. So, what upgrades does he have on his Ghost? He does have the Möbius reactor. He does not have the cloak. He's got more than enough minerals to go for the cloak, for some overseers. Stuff like this should be an okay thing to have, but let's take a look. Now Dimaga is about to move out. It all comes down to some possible snipes and EMPs. There we go. Engagement is going to start right now. EMP started not landing very good here. Now his EMP even more, and fungal growth being casted all over the place anyway, and the EMP were just not good enough for Drewbie to take out those whole forces. Now Dimaga remaxing his army right about now. 76 Zerglings in production, as well as 3 more Ultralisks. It's just too many infestors and not enough EMPs. Just imagine those ghosts would have been cloaked. It would be, there was no overseer on the field. It would be no big deal for Drewbie to snipe or EMP all of those infestors here. Now Drewbie just rebuilt his infantry units right away, and because of Dimaga not sending in all of his reinforcements right now, Drewbie was able to hold this off for the moment, but he was forced to lift up the orbital here at the center 3 o'clock. Meanwhile, yes, Dimaga is happily mining, and especially mining the gas here at his center expansion. We don't see a hidden expansion by either player. We see the +3/+3 just started for Dimaga, but the +3/+3 for Drewbie is about to get finished here in the next 20 seconds. So in that regard, he should have a good amount of upgrades. Now sending 2 sacrificial marauders here, but he took out an Ultralisk, sure, why not? Now he's trying to take out another infestor. The infestor survives with 1 HP left, and looks like now Dimaga is just rolling in here at the natural expansion. Drewbie not just yet giving up here, raising all of his supply depots, but there we see more fungal growth by Dimaga being casted, and here's just the Zerg swarm spreading the infestation, spreading the larvae, and spreading their claws and Kaiser blades to take the rest of the forces of ROOTDrewbie out, and looks like here on Terminus 3, Dimaga will be the victor in the first match in this best of 5 series. A lot of people predicted Dimaga to win, and I think it all came down once again to the ghosts of ROOTDrewbie not being able to go for a... Oh, it looks like the Ultralisk are stuck in here, or were stuck just for a second. Oh, now this Ultralisk was actually attacking the supply depot, allowing the infantry to just do a little bit more damage. Like I said, it all came down to the ghosts not being able to completely go for some more EMPs. And GG is called. Dimaga is currently up 1-0 over ROOTDrewbie, so congratulations to him. And game number 2 will be played right away. The map will be Tal'Darim Altar in the Leather Edition.